would like to welcome all of you present here to the 4th edition of International Fashion Fest and the 2nd edition of VPN International Business Excellence Award 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, the month of December, it's all about celebration. Christmas is coming and also New Year. December, beautiful evening. We're all gathered here to witness an amazing show of beauty and talent. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are going to present before you some amazing collections of 4 very, very talented designers, and also we will be giving away the VPN IBE Awards to the winners of this year. And as you all know, this event is put together for you by Pegasus events. Once again, we welcome all of you to this great show. And before we start, to know more about the show, about the event, we have prepared a short video clip. So may I request all of you to kindly put your eyes on the screen. Thank you.
Unique Times, a premium business lifestyle magazine from India, is on its 62nd edition. On this auspicious occasion, we would like to thank one person who has supported us throughout our journey. Our patron, Mr. VP Nandakumar, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Manappuram Group. To show our immense gratitude towards him, we have organized this award in his name, VPN IBE Award 2016. The VPN International Business Excellence Award is an international award to honor business persons in their respective fields, whether it is a small, medium, or a corporate identity. The first edition was held in Sri Lanka last year. Welcome to the 2nd edition of VPN IBE Award and the 4th edition of International Fashion Fest.
Now, I would like to request all of you to watch another video, and this is about Kalpana International, and I know the name doesn't need a description. Kalpana International is, of course, the pioneer in saloons in Kerala, and now they are celebrating their 40th anniversary, and they're also our main sponsor. So please watch a video on Kalpana International. Thank you.
Mrs. Elizabeth Chaco. Kalpana International Saloon and Spa is celebrating its 40th anniversary. Mrs. Elizabeth Chaco, who heads the group, established a promising beauty empire in the commercial capital of Kerala. At a time when the term beauty parlor or saloon itself was unheard of in this part of the country, and when there was barely 1 or 2 brands of beauty creams in the market, she introduced people to a new world of beauty culture. Kalpana International has a large chain of elegant beauty parlors in major cities down south and is expanding worldwide. Her concept of the saloon in 5-star hospitals was introduced for the very first time in Aster Medicity, which was appreciated and applauded by the people at large.
Welcome once again to the 4th edition of Kalpana International Fashion Fest and 2nd edition of Unique Times VPN IBE Awards 2016, powered by Zstone smartphones. And now it's time for the official inauguration. And for the official inauguration, let me welcome our chief guest, Mr. VP Nandakumar, MD and CEO of Manappuram Group, and also the Chairman of Confederation of Indian Industry, Kerala State Council, our patron, to preside the official function. Let's invite him with a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, now with another round of applause, let's welcome Mrs. Elizabeth Chaco, MD of Kalpana International. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to none other than Mr. Ajit Ravi, editor of Unique Times magazine. Let's welcome him. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have with us our dear cine actor, Mr. Edavela Babu. Let's welcome Mr. Edavela Babu onto the floor. Very welcome, sir. അടുത്തായി നമുക്ക് സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യാം. Please welcome Mr. VK Varghese, MD of VKV Caterers. Please welcome him onto stage. Welcome, sir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with another round of applause, let's welcome Mr. Abdul Salam, Police Chef, Middle East. Let's welcome him. Sadoma, Sadgamaya, Tamasoma, Jyotirgamaya. Lead us from darkness to light. With that prayer, may I welcome our dignitaries to light the lamp and thereby inaugurate the 4th edition of International Fashion Fest and 2nd edition of VPN IBE Award 2016. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the presidential address. May I welcome VP Nandakumar sir, MD and Chief Executive Officer of Manappuram Group for the presidential address. Thank you.
Mr. Ajit Ravi, Mrs. Ajit Ravi, and all other organizers of the event, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, let me congratulate Mr. Ajit Ravi, Mrs. Ajit Ravi and their team for organizing this event, and every year we see the quality and the people attending are on the improve. So this is organizing such an event, we know it is extremely difficult all the time. At the last minute, lot of hindrance here and there. But the spirit with which he does is really, really remarkable. I congratulate him, Mrs. Ravi also for that, and the team for that. So, this fashion show, it has become a signature event of Pegasus. And every year, as I mentioned, the presentations are also improved. Along with that, he makes sure that the entrepreneurs are felicitated, they are acknowledged. So the awards are also being presented during this event. So in spite of being a weekday, such a large attendance is really marvelous. That shows how much the people of this part of the country is really actively engaging themselves in such events. I take this occasion to also congratulate the entrepreneurs who have been selected for the awards today. I also congratulate the jury who has taken so much of time in identifying the right people for the award. With these few words, I welcome on behalf of this team. On my part also welcome all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your valuable inputs with us. Thank you very much, sir. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, on stage we have with us Mrs. Elizabeth Chacko, Managing Director of Kalpana International. Ladies and gentlemen, as I already said, Kalpana International is completing their 40th anniversary. So before inviting her to address the gathering, can we just congratulate her with a round of applause? Now may I request Elizabeth Chacko to come to address the gathering. Thank you.
A very good evening to everybody here. Due to number of programs here, I'm just going to give you a brief history of Kalpana. Kalpana was the oldest parlor in Kochi now. As I stand here celebrating the 40th anniversary of our parlor, first of all, I want to give all glory and grace to my God who has helped me to grow till this 40 years in our business. And also, and I have to tell you that it's just not an easy business. We had lots of ups and downs, and it's sheer hard work that has got us this far. And being brought up in Delhi, my father was in a very good position, so I was able to get extremely good education as my base in Delhi. I studied in Missouri, in the same school where Indira Gandhi studied. And it's been a long way from there, and that school has become a United Nations Heritage School now. Then later on, in Delhi, I completed my BA Honours in Economics. Later on in Delhi University, and later on went to do this beauty course, and I started my first parlor in Delhi in Connaught Place. And from Delhi, I had to come to Chennai. That's where my next stop was. And in Chennai, when I came, there were just 2-3 parlors, and the cream of Chennai I could get to my parlor when I started there. And you know, it's like cream of Chennai, I mean, those times there were hardly any parlors, so all the film stars, people like K.R. Vidya, Sri Vidya, Rajnikant, Manchula, and also the people that were visiting us with lots of other good customers from Chennai. And from Chennai, I moved to Kochi. That's where I had to finally settle down. And when I came to Kochi, to my shock, I was so shocked to see that Kochi was 100 years behind in everything. It was so different, so ancient here those days. I'm talking about a time in 1979 when we started the parlor. So with a mixed feeling, I opened the parlor. And when I opened the parlor, by God's grace, we had a good crowd of customers that time itself. The only problem I faced was there were no beauticians there for me to employ. And I was one doing a lot of work, but I took a lot of girls from the ordinary families, trained them in this beauty business. And you won't believe, all those girls have come up so well in life, and they've got their own business, and they're doing so well in Kochi. This is a living testimony in Kochi that all the girls are doing so well. The girls themselves tell me, Madam, we would have been in supermarkets doing the sales. Because of you, we have got such a fabulous life now. They're educating their children, sending them abroad, and they bought houses, and they are so well off. And in Cochin, we did a few more branches, and I opened the first beauty parlor on the naval base too. That time, some of the naval ladies are here, and it is a parlor, the history of 100 years that a Navy had a parlor, and I ran it for 7.5 years and gave it to the Navy. Then we had opened a few branches. Same time, I had a invitation to start a parlor in the city of Mysore. So we started a parlor in a 5-star hotel belonging to Usha Shriram Group of Delhi, and we started the parlor in a very nice way. It was the first parlor of Mysore those days, and we had so much of customers from JSS Medical College, JSS Engineering College, and all the colleges of Mysore were our customers. Then I had a chance side by side to open a parlor in Ooty, in Mithun Chakrabarti's hotel. That also is a 5-star hotel, and there too we had a very good business. And let me tell you, this Mysore and Ooty parlors were very memorable for me because most of the Bollywood stars were our customers. They've been shooting in both Mysore and Ooty, and all the stars used to stay in the same hotel as us. And so they used to come down to the same parlor. So you won't believe people from Amir Khan to Shah Rukh Khan, Sanjay Dutt, Gulshan Grover, Meenakshi Seshadri, and Madhuri Dixit. And so many of them were our regular customers. Even now, most of the film group are still visiting us. And we even cater to the chief ministers of Karnataka, high police officials. They're all our regular customers. Now, coming to Kochi, we opened more parlors. And one of my recent parlors is in Marine Drive. It's an Alliance Regency. And you have to come and see the parlor. It's a huge parlor with a very good ambience. And there also we have got good staff and good customers. I'm very particular about maintaining a good hygiene, and we have a very professional staff. That's the success of our story. And later on, I moved to Aston City. You know, you've heard of Aston City. That's one of the topmost hospitals here. It's got a 5-star atmosphere. If you haven't seen that, you just come and see the hospital. It's very nice. It's got a full dedicated team of doctors and latest medical technology. And ambience is excellent. So Azad Mupin, he had given me the chance to start in that hospital, and we are doing quite well there. And also I'm glad that I got the chance to groom the staff there, and all the staff there are very well groomed. You have to see to that. And also then later on, I like to tell you that at the end of everything, what I feel so happy about is that through Kalpana, we have helped a lot of people to come up in life. A lot of housewives are employed in their own way, substituting their husband's income. So they all have a fabulous life. And I'm so glad that I'm a cost to all of them. And I still enjoy helping everybody. And it's not about making money, certainly not. I'm sincere to the work, and many have been blessed. And then, I'd like to tell you about beauty. Beauty is something which every person, every woman especially, want to look beautiful till she dies. It's a fact. Because many women have told me, actually, if you're around when I die, just do a little bit of makeup on my body. So that even when they lie dead, they want to see that they're beautiful. And now what follows is, even the men are following the women in the beauty trade, because the men are doing everything that a lady does in the parlor, even threading of eyebrows. Once upon a time, we had only bridal for ladies. Now we have for the gents too. Grooms are doing makeups for their wedding too. So this is a fast-growing industry, and I know it's multiplying like anything in Kerala itself. Once I was the only parlor here. Now thousands and thousands of parlors have come, and I'm happy for it. Everybody is thriving, and everybody has a different outlook, and I think it's doing quite well all over Kerala. Thank you, and praise be to God.